Well, I got this thing off Marketplace. It's off a 51, 52, 53 Dodge Coronet. It's the biggest of the horns of the ones that I've seen. Well, it's too long for the cow, right? So, way too long. What I've done is I've made this bracket. Fits that back shape. I'm gonna, because the rear mount bolt's way back here and the front mount bolt's under the head. I'm gonna cut this off after I welded this bracket on. I'm gonna cut this off. I'm gonna cap that off in the back. And I'm gonna mark it here. And then I gotta take the radiator and everything out. And I'll drill for the one bolt. It's 1/4 20. So it'll drop in and get caught in the back, captured, and then bolted. And it shouldn't look too bad. And we're gonna get rid of this extra bit. I mean, it's mine. So I got it for 45 bucks, and I probably got 20 in fuel going to get it. Everything's an hour and a half drive. Everything, no matter what you do, it's an hour and a half drive. So I don't know why none of the cool stuff can be 10 minutes away, but so I got 65 bucks in this, and we're gonna have a really cool hood ornament out here. I'm gonna pull the radiator and everything, get the hole drilled, and get it mounted, and then I'll mark it and put the radiator and all that back. All right, so I eyeballed the hole on both sides there. See, I got that little mark where the hole is, and then there's a casting mark on the front of this thing. So what I've done is I got it in there, I lined it up when it's straight, and I've marked this, marked the casting mark, and marked the other mark on the other side. So what that'll allow me to do is when I pull it out there, I'll be able to find that center, drill the hole, so this thing will be straight on there. Alright, I'm gonna drill a hole now. Alright, so I got the radiator pulled out. Welding them bolts on the back side really helped. And I got this thing bolted right now. So what I'm going to do is mark the back and cut that off. There will be no back bolt. This will be what holds it. And I'm gonna weld a cap on the back side of that, just for paint reasons, so it'll look nice. It'll be capped off. And then I'm gonna put it, after I cut that off, weld the cap, I'll put it back on there and bolt it on. So I got it marked. See how far that bolt back. This is impossible. You can't weld to this. It'll never hold. So I got to find a different way to capture it, and that's what that piece of steel is going to be for. So there's no going back now. I'm going to cut this off, and it's going to be what it is. Alright, so I painted it red because I want that ornament to pop out. So, but I left it open back there so any water can go out. And I got it all welded, and I got a back plate on it. So, yeah, it's ready for the ornament to go on if it dries. So, yeah. Alright, so I got the radiator back in. She's bolted on there. She ain't going nowhere. Oh, she's on there. While I was waiting for the paint to dry, I buffed her up there a little bit. And I think it nice little addition there. We gotta have back in the old days they had hood ornaments on everything, so we've got her mascot there on the front. Like I said, this is the one, like the 53 through 56, the horns are like butted up into it. And there is one that's like reared up, I had that in an old truck I had at one time, but I like this one. And the modern one, you know, anybody's, you know, the one from the 80s, you know, is made out of plastic. I actually think this thing might be stainless. I don't know. Usually chrome, because I sanded it with sandpaper. Usually when you sand on chrome, you know, you get into the brass or whatever, but this one doesn't have that for the nickel finish. It doesn't have the, you know, they coat it with brass and they coat it with nickel, and then they put the chrome on the actual outside. I think, I don't know. I'm not whatever, but that might just be a giant chunk of stainless casting. I don't know, but anyway, this is what I got. I think it looks pretty good. Like I said, there's that rear mount, and a little something extra on there. All right, and if you like cool stuff like this, check back in, subscribe, whatever you want to do. All right, bye.